Hello to all my Fox Olive fam. This week we're bringing you a taste of the Mediterranean as we make Chicken Cacciatore, only on Baking with Fox Olive Kitchen. Fox Olive fam, I'm Dave and welcome to Baking with Fox Olive Kitchen. This week we're bringing you a taste of the Mediterranean as we make Chicken Cacciatore. It's got a lot of flavor, it's easy to make, and it's oh so good. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. Okay, the first thing we're going to need to do is prepare some vegetables. I have about 8 to 10 ounces of mushrooms here, and I'm going to just slice them so that I get nice sliced mushrooms to start with. That'll get us going. And I just want these sliced don't have to be real thin. Just gonna get them sliced here and throw them in a bowl. Okay, almost done here. Getting the excess stems off. Okay, and now we're going to move on to our next step. Next thing I'm going to do is dice up a red pepper and a yellow pepper. First core it out here. Get as much of the pulp out as we can. And the seeds. And we're going to dice this up into, like 1/2 inch pieces. Get as much out as we can. And I'm going to do the same with my yellow pepper, and I'm even going to just put them in the same bowl. We don't need to keep them separated, they're going in together. And there we go, we're just going to put them in this bowl and move on. The next thing I'm going to do is cut up 1/2 of a large onion. You can use a small onion if you want and just use all of it. I'm just using 1/2 of this big one since it's so big. We're going to cut it in 1/2 here. There, that should be enough. I'm going to put these in a bowl also, and we're going to move on. Next thing we need is a large carrot sliced up. Now I only have baby carrots, so we're just going to do like the equivalent of a large carrot and baby carrots and just slice it. Very carefully here. There we go, that looks like about 1 carrot. So we're going to throw that in a bowl and set it aside. Next we need 7 ounces of Roma tomatoes. These are pretty big, so they're about 8 ounces between the two of them. So I'm going to use these 2. Cut the tops off here a little bit. And we're just going to cut them into halves. I'm really going to probably quarter them. Going to cut them into quarters here. These are really meaty tomatoes. Okay, and that's about all of our prep work, and we're moving on. Okay, so I've got some oil in a large frying pan here over medium-high heat. And I have 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I've salt and peppered. I've also removed a little bit of the excess fat. And we're just going to set them in here and we're going to sear both sides on this on high heat, medium-high heat. And then take them out. We just want to get a nice brown on them. Give them a few minutes on each side, and that ought to do it. Okay, they've gone about 3 or 4 minutes on this side. It's time to flip them over. We don't want to cook them completely, but we do want to get them a nice sear on one side. Just flip them right over. Okay, they're doing even better on the other side. Nice, nice. So what I'm going to do is take these out of here. And put them on a plate. Yeah, they're good to go. I'm going to take these out of here and put them on a plate. And set them aside while we work on the rest of our sauce. Then to our skillet here, we're going to add our onions that we made earlier. Just right in the same skillet. And we're going to saute these on the oil until they are translucent. Until they start to get tender. Okay, now that my onions have started to soften, I'm going to throw in 2 tablespoons of garlic, crushed, or not crushed, but grated. And we're just going to stir this around for about 30 seconds with the onions. Okay, I'm going to turn my heat down to medium, and I'm going to add in the mushrooms, peppers, carrots, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 2 teaspoons of basil, and 2 teaspoons of parsley. And we're going to stir this all together. Just for a couple minutes. I'm going to give this about 5 minutes until the vegetables start to get tender. That looks really good. That's looking really good. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. My veggies are starting to get tender and the spices just smell amazing. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to throw in a half a cup of red wine. About 150 milliliters, not quite 2/3. Half a cup, not quite 2/3. And we're just going to boil this off or reduce it a little bit. This will also deglaze the bottom of the pan. It'll get all the little sticky bits off the bottom. That's what we want. And we're just gonna stir this in the red wine for a couple minutes until the red wine has reduced a little bit. Okay, just letting this wine reduce here. It smells so good. And the name Cacciatore, by the way, this is a Mediterranean dish. And the name Cacciatore, by the way, comes from the name of an improvised oven that hunters used to use. And eventually it became, Chicken Cacciatore, but that's what it comes from. Like I said, this is a Mediterranean dish, lots of good flavors in here, and you guys are going to love it. Okay, now that our wine has had a chance to boil off a little bit, we're going to finish up here. We're going to add a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. That's pretty big. About 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. We got some on the wall there. But about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And our Roma tomatoes that we diced up, or that we cut up. And 2 shakes of pepper flakes. Hot pepper flakes. And then we are going to stir this together. Get it nice and mixed up. And heated through. Alright, once this has heated up again, we're going to add our chicken back in. That's the important part. I'll throw some chicken back in here. Get these chickens coated. Get them down in there, nice. What we're going to do then is we're going to put a lid on it, reduce our heat to low, and let it simmer for about 40 minutes until it's done. And now for the best part, the taste test. So here it goes. We'll get a little piece of chicken here. Oh, that chicken is really tender, and this has a lot of flavor. You guys are going to love it. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. We'll see you soon.
If you like this video or any of our other videos,
be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.